Namaste, my beautiful queens. There will be no cards in this video. In this video, I will share the wisdom and experience of that incredible man I've told you about in one of my videos. This is a relationship psychologist, a psychiatrist, the author, the writer, the man who had seen every single story out there. Probably he had seen even more stories than I had seen them. And I am planning to, he is a Russian speaking specialist, so when he shares something with me, I need to translate it in order to give this information to you. The issue is, and the problem is, my beautiful queens, that the big problem is that each of us probably might think that my story is unique from everyone else. My story is different. Yes, everyone is unique, everyone is different, but at the same time, whenever it comes to so-called third-party relationship, which is always based on childhood traumas, whenever a woman suffers, just as simple as that, whenever a woman suffers in sadness, in depression, allows someone to use her, to manipulate her, to abuse her, to treat her wrong, she stays in all kinds of destructive, miserable, horrible, unhappy relationship. The bottom line is the woman like that needs help. She needs to understand that the reasons for those things to happen are lack of self-value, lack of self-love, and lack of self-respect. Because if you don't have it inside of you, do not expect or do not dream, do not await for someone to give it to you from outside. Please finally get this once and for all, the mirror effect. If you don't have value inside, you will not get it from outside. If you don't respect you, how can a man respect you? If you don't value you, how can anyone, especially a man, value you? This is as simple as that. And as simple as that, because I get these emails all the time telling me, but Lala, how the hell to survive in this insane world filled with narcissists and manipulators and liars and cheat? There is, you can read 10,000 books. All 10,000 books will lead you to only one thing. Until you learn a woman who values herself, respects herself, and loves herself, she not gonna take no shit, sorry my language, from anybody. From anybody. And if you don't have it inside, it is based on childhood traumas, then please go into therapy. If you cannot go into therapy, then do your own therapy. Research, read, do different practices, but heal those inner child wounds. Make peace with that inner child. Heal that inner child, because probably your mama didn't teach you how, because in her term, her mama didn't teach her these simple things either. If you agree to third-party relationship, no matter what your reasons, no matter whatever, tell me anything, but if you agree to this, the second, that breath you agree to this, you already, this is the same if you wrote on your forehead, You can use me. I don't have self-value. I don't have self-respect, because a woman with self-value and self-respect, the thing is, it can be an insane love story or out of this world love story or twin flame, you name it, love story. A woman who respects herself and values herself, she ain't gonna go into this, because this is immediately you put yourself at the level of a carpet, a very unpleasant but very true word, which is called doormat. As soon as you agree, the second you agree for the third party, no matter what, he's married or he already has a girlfriend or whatever, you put yourself at the level of doormat, and then you can hope, you can dream, you can do no matter what, but you already put yourself down. The second you agree to the third party, you put yourself down. And a man, no matter what his intellect, if he is a genius or he's an absolute moron or idiot, we wouldn't be probably attracted to an idiot, no matter what his social level, intellectual level, or whatever level, as soon as you agree to sleep with a man who is in relationship, married or not married, just in relationship, engage with somebody, no matter what, you put yourself at his feet as a doormat. Here, walk all over me. Because this, you do it to yourself. Then you start hoping, then you start dreaming, then you already did it to yourself. You do it to yourself. Stop playing a victim. I'm gonna do another video. I have so many subjects to tell you, and I told you that I know cards, yes. I want to teach you cards, yes. But I want to do more videos where I will give you information when you stop being doormats. When you stop sitting and waiting for the guy who doesn't give flying rat's ass about you. Okay, so let's go to the subject of the video. 10 golden rules. What are 10 golden rules? Some of them repeat themselves from the Mark Barrton. Please take yourself a piece of paper. Please write it down, because I didn't have time for that. Or you can listen to this as many times as you want. Please give it to others, those of course who want changes. There is this phenomenon called I am a victim. This is very comfortable thing, because those women, they don't want to change anything. They are telling you they want to change, but they feel comfortable to be a victim. Oh, I am unhappy, or I am worthless, or he cheats on me. They playing a victim. You cannot help a woman playing a victim, because this is her choice. This is the facade she hides behind. So, rule number 1, golden rule for any woman: never ever give your all to a man. So this is how the rule sounds: I will never give my all to any man. And write it on, I don't know, refrigerator. I will never give my all to any man. Never, ever, ever, ever. What? How? Yes, of course. You have to invest into relationship, means your time, your feelings, so on. But the biggest mistake we all do, and I've done it as well, the biggest mistake is the woman gives her all, her feelings, her emotions, her time, the stars and the moon. And then what happens? A woman starts to make horrific mistakes. She starts to step on her own throat. She starts to betray herself. As soon as you start to betray yourself, you are on the way of a self-destruction, even on the essence level. This is what devil card brings you. Do you think he's gonna appreciate it? Ha, ha, ha. Men would take such a woman for granted. This is the double New York bestseller, a book which called Men Love Bitches. And bitch here is it's in actually better word in Russian, sтерва. Bitch and sтерва, different things, but at the same time the same. Sтерva, she doesn't, it's a queen of sword. She doesn't take shit. It's so much self-dignity, so much self-value and self-respect. You know what men will tell you to a woman like this? You know what some women in your country might tell you? You know what? They will tell you, shut up and just serve him. Because if you're gonna be like this, you're gonna be alone. It is better 1,000,000 times to be alone with respect to yourself than you gonna be a doormat of some dude who wipes his feet all over you. Constantly ask yourself, anything you do, am I respecting myself? Am I respecting myself? Am I respecting myself? So you start to betray yourself. Men take such women for granted. They don't value them. They don't respect them. They don't appreciate them because such a woman looks needy, desperate, and clingy. Needy, desperate, and clingy. This is the allegory of the same story when I told you if a sheep, beautiful sheep, is going to come to a wolf and say, can you please eat me? Please eat me. I'm delicious. I'm young. My fur is white and fluffy. Please eat me. Please eat me. A wolf is going to tell this sheep, you know what? Get out of here. Don't ever do this. And many of you refuse from friends, refuse from even jobs, refuse from anything. You just you try to you give up, you give it all up for the guy. You think he's gonna be appreciative of this? No. They are not appreciative. You have to understand. Men are actually very easy to understand. It's just we don't want to. When he tells you, I get this email from a girl which wrote me, and he told me, I never loved you. He told you he never loved you. Why are you still staying and waiting? He told you the truth. Where is your self-respect? Where is your self-value? He tells you straight ahead, I never loved you. I just wanted to have sex. No, she starts thinking, oh, maybe he did it in purpose. Maybe he said it in purpose. Maybe he told you this straight to your face. You had to slap him and walk away. Or I wouldn't even slap. I just would walk away. Men are easy. I told you 1,000,000,001 times, men are easy. When he loves you, he's there with you. He stays with you. He brings you flowers. He wants you to smile. He wants you to laugh. He's terrified to lose you. A man who loves you, he's obsessed with you, and he's terrified to lose you, terrified. Because a woman like this, he's totally scared, always afraid that someone's gonna grab her and get her away from him. And the needy and clingy, or I'm crying here waiting for you to come and give me mercy to walk all over me. They don't like, you don't need a man like this. And you must learn not to put yourself that way. Never give your all to a man. Never. Then you're going to be empty, squeezed, especially if you're with a narcissist. Again, these rules, girls, are not for relationship with a narcissist. The rule of relationship with narcissist is one word. R-U-N. Run. That's the only rule of relationship with a narcissist. Rule number 2, I take care of me first of all. I take care of myself, then I will take care of you. What does it mean? You must always put yourself first. Allow me to repeat it again. You must always put yourself first. You must put yourself on pedestal, yourself, not him. Because if you're gonna put him on pedestal, you're gonna be not even his doormat, you're gonna be much below than his doormat. Please do not do this. Put yourself on pedestal. You are on a pedestal. The crown has to be on your head, not on his. No matter if he is the king of the world or he is a cashier in local supermarket, it doesn't make no sense. If you don't put yourself first, if you don't put yourself on pedestal, here we are having issues already. When you take care of yourself, then you have something to share with him. You are fulfilled. So, for example, a woman who believes that she must be a slave of a man, especially, as always, hello India, you are brought up, the girls are brought up in a horrific way. The only purpose, as my friend says, of a woman is to wash the feet of the men and in-laws and to slave around the house, to wake up 5 a.m., start cooking and finish cooking at midnight, and that's the only purpose of a woman. Now tell me, does this woman has something left in her to give? Nothing. Is a woman slave gonna be interesting for a man she's with? No, she's not gonna be interesting. A slave is boring. It's even irritating. When you take care of yourself, means you allow yourself to go to a spa to get a massage. So I'll give you a little example. You allow yourself to go to a spa to be treated for a massage, for a hair color or a manicure or something like this. You spoil yourself. It makes you feel rested. It makes you feel rejuvenated. It makes you feel good. So when you come home and he comes home from work, you have something to give because you rested. You gave yourself time for yourself. If you don't go to a spa, you just allow yourself to be in a bathtub with a book while kids were with a nanny or kids were in school. And when he comes and you just order food from a restaurant, you please don't slave 24 hours a day in the kitchen. You allowed yourself to order food from a restaurant, and he meets you and you are rested and you're rejuvenated, and now you have a desire, and now you have time, and now you have a wish to see, not just you meet him after slaving 24 hours in a house and all you want just to be dropped dead somewhere on a bed and fall asleep. No. Now you have desire to talk to him, to tell him something interesting in your day, to share your new experiences with him. Maybe you went to a museum, maybe you met new people, maybe you read a new book, and now you have something to share with him. You got something in you. You got time. You got a wish. You got something to share. And when you start sharing something with him, he in his turn will start sharing something with you. Again, I'm not talking narcissists. Narcissists are beasts. So have something in you to share with him. If you meet him when he comes from work, you're deadly tired, looking like all you want is just to climb under the bed and no one bothering you and talking to you. How this relationship can bloom, how this relationship can be happy. If you just take yourself as a slave of his, then you are so tired, you're so empty, you have nothing to share with him, you're just tired and exhausted. So, number 2, I take care of myself first. I will not have enough time to say everything in this video. I will link number 2 under this video. Now, number 3. Number 3. Do not be afraid to tell a man when he does something wrong, when he hurts you, when you are being treated with no respect or dignity. If you keep silence, if you don't tell him, the gap between you is gonna grow and grow and grow. Always talk to him is something wrong. I will give you an example, a true example from this psychologist. A man purposely misbehaves with his woman while she's cooking, and he tells her something sharp, and he expects that she's gonna get angry and tell him, what the you talking about? How dare you talk to me like this? You know what she does? She just finishes cooking. She put the dinner on a beautiful plate and put the plate in front of him, and she silently just swallows the abuse, because she believes if she shuts up and just slaves him and swallow his abuse, he's gonna value her and he's gonna appreciate her. 3 times. No. You know what this man said? He said, I was so disgusted with her. I felt such a disgust if she was a cockroach, if she was a slime. I felt such a disgust because I had no respect, because this woman did not stand up for herself. She just kept slaving for him. He absolutely, after that, everything fell apart. Because a man will not value, and he will not love, and he will not treat right the woman, which is a doormat, which is a slave, which just shuts up and serves him. And this woman, she expected different reaction. She thought he would appreciate her slaving him. She thought he would appreciate how she just, takes every dirt he throws into her face. No, after that, he found himself another woman who didn't give a damn, who treated him the way he deserved until he started to act correctly. You have to understand, I repeat and repeat and repeat, your man will treat you the way you let him treat you. No other way. Don't be afraid to tell him if he hurts you. I don't tell him he's a bastard, he's this, but you have to tell. If he does something wrong, you have to say. I don't tell you humiliate him. But don't stay silent and don't be talking like this. You know what? Actually, what you just did, I really was hurt. Not like that. This is a doormatty behavior. You tell him, you know what? You dare tell this to me one more time, and this frying pan is gonna be flying into your head. Maybe if you even don't have intention to do that. He got to know. He must know very clearly you're not gonna take this. You're not gonna take no disrespect. You're not gonna take no humiliation. You're not gonna take this. You're not that kind of woman, and he will have to treat you right, or he will be out of your life. And if he values you and appreciates you, he will do anything to stay in your life. A man wants to be with a woman he respects. It makes him feel superior. Such a woman next to me. It will make him value you. It will make him appreciate you. Number 3, do not ever be afraid to tell a man when something he does wrong, because men are stupid. This is a fact. They are stupid creatures, unfortunately. They're either left part of the brain works or the right part. Most of them are functioning of 3 lowest chakra, root, sacral, solar. I need to eat, I need to have sex, I need to survive, and I need to get money and power. That's how they function. Heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, all blocked or blocked and closed. Most of them, 90% of them at least, are functioning on 3 lowest chakras. That's it. Sex, food, power, money. That's it. That's all what moves them. That's what inspires them, unfortunately. And it is up to you to awaken his heart chakra, to awaken his throat chakra. But if he deserves it, and if he treats you right, he has to understand, he has to know who he's dealing with. So tell a man when he hurts you, because sometimes they do it unintentionally, so you have to tell him. Or if he does it and you tell nothing, he's gonna consider he can keep on doing it. As simple as that. When he does something wrong, when he treats you in a wrong way, without respect and dignity, of course, if you are with a narcissist will tell you it's all your fault. Narcissist will beat you to death, and then he will tell you that you provoked him to beat you. As I said, with a narcissist, the rule is simple, RUN. So, if you keep silence of something he does wrong, the gap between you two will grow and grow and grow. Always talk to your man when something is not right. Again, I said I don't have enough time to tell you all of the rules, so it's going to be second part linked under this one. So just click it, you will listen to the rest of it. Rule number 4. Boundaries. 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 You need to have your own space. You are not required to spend 24 hours a day with him and serving him and pleasing him. The same time, he needs his space as well. Do not be afraid to tell your man that I want my own space. It also needs your own development. This is crucial, girls. If you believe in the ways your mom probably or your grandma told you that the woman is gonna be happy by staying in home and slaving for husband and kids, this marriage is gonna become empty and miserable very fast, because you have to, beside doing your things you think you need to do at home, you need to do something else what brings you joy. You can tell him, I want to learn how to draw. I want to learn how to sculpt. I want to start my own cupcake business. You got to be always busy with different interests, hobbies, ideas. You know why? This way you will be always interesting to yourself and to him. If you ask yourself, okay, what could I tell to myself about what I've done today? I've cooked dinner, I've cleaned, I've done laundry. That's not a very interesting subject for discussion. You got to have your interests, your hobbies, your ideas, your business, your whatever, to keep yourself constantly developing, first of all, for yourself. When you think you are interesting, when you ask yourself, just ask yourself this question: am I an interesting person? Am I amazing to talk to have conversation with? Do I know so many subjects? And if you're gonna say yes to this question, if you find yourself extremely deep and differently gifted and interesting to yourself, then you're gonna be interesting to other people, and you're gonna be interesting to him as well. To him as well. You want to keep this relationship beautiful and fulfilling and exciting. You got to be interesting, first of all, to yourself, and then to him as well. Then you have things to share with him. Then you can see how to inspire him, and you can be his inspiration. Then if you have all these multiple interests and hobbies, and you share this with him, he can look at you, listen to you, and think, my goodness, how amazing is a woman I have with me. What intellect she has. How many deep knowledges she has. And he will be trying his best to also be interesting for you. That's how it works. Well, this question, I definitely can say that I am multiply interested in many subjects. Girls, second part is following. Click the link under this. Namaste.